So here we are with the first episode of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. You know what? I'm just gonna say the full title from now on. So, in the prologue, we've learned a low platform building details of the world. You know, we're building up the world and all that. We learned about the gun format. We learned about how it was Vanidus Institute, who were the lead researcher of the gun format, was acquired by Ox Earth, and then because of that, the gun format was repurposed for military mobile suits, and these were the Gundams, but they instead of just taking out, well, according to Dueling, instead of just killing people, like what all good tools should be, it's also killing people and the person holding the tool as well. So that is not a tool, that is a curse. And because of that, the Mobile Suit Development Council have decided to freeze the research of gun format, and they were going to seize all the research, although Dueling was just out here like, no, instead of just seizing it, we're just gonna blow it the fuck up, we're gonna kill everybody. So that was that. We saw the only survivors, I assume, is Elnora and Eri, since with Eri connected to Lefrith, which is a special Gundam, a Gundam that they've been trying to activate this whole time, and it only activates when it's attached to Eri. So Elnora takes Eri via the Lefrith and just, you know, they went off somewhere and were, I don't know, maybe we'll see them. But we're going to get into episode 1, and I do have my full-length reactions up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. I do know that, you know, this is about a girl going to school, which, you know, is not what I was expecting when I saw the prologue, but hey, it certainly is a nice rock. I do wonder if they, like, take up a new name in order to, you know, protect your identity. What if they're just moon bathing, huh? I don't know where the moon is, but... Damn, dude, she's just... oh my god. I didn't mention the previous episode how much I really love the soundtrack right now. Again, what if they're just chilling in space, you know? They're having a great time right now. And then a fucking 3D Gundam just comes for them. She's just over here like, hold on! I'm just chilling right now. Oh! Escape? Sure. Still no opening yet. I suppose we'll see it towards the end. Or in the next episode, whichever. Holy shit. What are those scooters? She said I almost escaped. Was she literally just going to float away? Like, what was... Are these, like, training mobile suits, I assume? Activates on phones? Aw, hell yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be one of our futures. IRL, if you have to get a phone to activate your car. I technically do that with a Tesla, so... 445. I really like your undercut, and also the way that you dyed your hair blue underneath your hair. Mercury is like really close to the sun, right? She has to sit down. Oh shit! The fuck, dog? Old fashioned. You'll take responsibility? To Earth? They're literally fighting out of the gate. The fuck? Oh my god, I'm gonna need to write down all these names because they are all very unique. What a riveting first day at school, huh? Why is his name Guel Turk? This sounds like Duel Jerk. With a runaway bride? What, the lock pad is on the bottom? What a pain in the butt having to kneel down. So he won? Of course they do. Dude, you can just steal people's money by dueling? Is this Pokemon? Your lousy father. Three consecutive period. Damn, we're just gonna fucking drop you? Sick. Oh, Elan. This man got white hair now? Damn, how long has it been? You know better than to waste my time. Just watching. It's a fruit. What, you think she has tomatoes on Mercury? Mercurians. Just toss her that tomato. Wow. Gave her in a little paper cloth and everything. Wow, that is a really juicy tomato. Like, scientifically okay, okay, a specific breed. Make Mercury a more prosperous planet. Good for you. Why is her hair like that? Why is her... Oh shit, there's the duel jerk, man. Turk. Whoa, whoa, this man's just... Whoa! Whoa! Not the tomatoes! Man's just out here destroying the house. Alright, time to challenge him to a duel. Slapped his ass. Yeah, fucking. A pushy suitor. Oh, is she a pilot? What? Any amateur? me thinking about how she's gonna mess up management strategy. Wow. I guess I helped. You're wrecking this yeah, you're out here wrecking her mobile suit. Yeah, that's right. Why are you stealing my mobile suit? Yeah, she's special. We were raised together. Alright, let's fucking go, dog. Who are these guys? The student council? Did she spit all over the... Got guns for days, dog. Holy shit. Gundam. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. One of them recognizes it as a Gundam. Ha! Get wrecked, dog. Aw, sick! Seems like Elan might live. Congrats! Alright. Look at all these fucking timestamps that I wrote down. This is ridiculous. Alright, timestamps usually stop like around this spot at the very least. What the fuck? Oh my god. But alright, I'm gonna go write my notes and then we will be right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 1 of Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a nice first episode. I can see the influence from Revolutionary Girl Utena? Anyways, I've actually never watched that series before, but I only know the concept of it through through another manga that has a very similar premise. In fact, it could almost feel like a Revolutionary Girl Utena clone when you think about it, but it's also a manga that got axed. But anyways, honestly, that's really the only reason why I know about Revolutionary Girl Utena, because of the rip-off manga. Anyways, in terms of that and like the whole dueling system, and then we have Miorine? Is that? Anyways, we have that girl who I assume is the daughter of Elan, because she's like, oh, the only reason why we have this whole stupid rule is because of my father who made it. And then there's also Elan when he had this dude who like, oh, we sent 2 agents to check up on Miorine. Do you want to talk with them? And he's over here like, don't waste my time. I got a business to run. I don't have time to take care or even hear reports about my daughter. I don't give a shit if she's a bride to someone who she doesn't want to be in. That's what she gets for losing a fucking duel. Thanks, Elan, thanks. I suppose I'll continue talking a little bit about Miorine, but I wanted to talk about Suletta first. She's this naive girl who is scared. You can see that she's scared, but she's taken her mom's advice to heart, which is if you move forward, you gain 2. If you run away, you gain 1. And after seeing the prologue, it's understandable why her mom would teach her that. So I assume that, you know, they changed names because they want to hide their identity and all that, since they had to escape the whole, you know, killing of the entirety of Ox Earth and all that. And so, yeah, it's understandable that her mom would teach her that, since in the prologue, I assume Elnora, what she feels like is that if she was able to move forward and actually fight, in that whole fight, perhaps she could have gained 2. She could have gained her husband and her daughter, but since she ran away, she only gained her daughter. Her dad, her husband is, you know, now gone. So I like that, you know, this is how she ended up teaching her daughter. So even though her daughter, Suletta, is scared, and you can see that she's visibly shaken, but she still is able to take a step forward. She's able to move forward even when she's scared. And honestly, I really like these sort of characters. I like characters who are very scared, or they're like a crybaby or something, but despite that fear that they have, despite this trait that they have, that they're just scared a lot of the times, they're still able to move forward. And yeah, I just really like these sort of characters. So Suletta has already hit that favorite spot of mine. And as I said, with how she's naive, consider that this is her first time in school. We're not really sure whether she actually see other people on Mercury. Again, isn't Mercury like the planet that's like closest to the sun? Mercury's the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the sun. Yeah, like it is. I assume that like you're getting sun most of the days, and also when the sun is out, you're going to be fucking burning. And the only reason why I remember of the sun is because that movie with who is that guy? That guy who's he's all bald and shit. And he was in Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel, there you go. It was that one movie with Vin Diesel, and I remember he was probably on Mercury, wasn't it? When everybody he had to like hide from the sun. Anyways, I'm talking about Vin Diesel for some. But anyways, because she's from the planet Mercury, I assume she doesn't really talk with a lot of people, or especially people with her own age. But also, she obviously doesn't get with the times of fashion and all that. So when the 3 girls who came over to make fun of her for wearing an old-fashioned headband, she's over here like, yeah, that's right, my mom did tell me to wear this. Yeah, she doesn't realize that they're actually making fun of her. She also said that she grew up with Ariel, so I can only assume that Ariel, yeah, has also had a name change, and it used to be Lefrith, I assume, but I'll probably have to look at the prologue to see the color of the Gundam again. And also, it's getting really hot in here. I'm like sweating all over, and this headband is not helping. Yeah, it's the same color, isn't it? It's slightly similar color. I don't think there's a bit of a blue. It's, you know, it could still be the same one, but just with a bit of a different paint job. But alright, so for Miorine, I think I've already said that she's the daughter of Dueling, which is quite funny in terms of like the irony. She's now the bride of Suletta Mercury, who is most likely the girl who had escaped from the whole massacre incident, albeit I don't remember. I don't know if she realizes that was a massacre or not. We'll just have to see later on. But apparently, from someone saying that Miorine tried running away to Earth, which, again, what the fuck was she doing just floating out in space? She was like, I'm trying to escape. She was floating away in space.
Yeah, she was trying to escape, alright. Escape to the fucking afterlife. Jesus Christ.
But I do wonder if that means that her mom was from Earth, since we have the whole Earthian and Spacian shit. And she did say, when Suletta was talking about her mom, she's like, oh, that's nice that your mom's alive, so I can only assume that her mom is dead. And also, she's probably a scientist or whatever, you know, someone who's into science, and she says that the tomatoes that she has, it was a special breed that was made by her mom. And honestly, how did this woman, quote-unquote, fell in love with Elan? I have to put in quotes because I don't know if anybody could be able to marry him unless he also dueled her into being his bride. Also, my favorite thing with Miorine right now is the fact that she's like, I'm tired of people fighting for me or doing shit for me, you know, I wanna get into this duel myself. And then and then before the fight, right, Guel was over here like, it's not the mobile suit that you're piloting that's going to get you to win. And then she says, it's not the skill of the pilot, or, you know, it's not the skill that will get you to win as well. And they're saying like, the results, we will see how the results is, you know, whatever. The ending is the result. I can't remember the word for word, but I really find it funny that she said that. She's like, it's not skill that's going to get you to win. And then she gets her ass handed to her because she doesn't know how to pilot this fucking this mobile suit because she's never been on it before. And despite her saying like, I want to take this fight myself, Suletta's like, alright, hold on, fool. If you want to fight your own battle, use your own mobile suit, alright? You're not gonna get on my fucking mobile suit. To which, the fact that Miorine was able to pilot that Gundam is an interesting thing, since we, you know, learned before with the initial gun format and all that, it takes a lot of, the pilots take a lot of physical damage, and the thing that they were talking about how the Frith was going to be the future of Gundam, or Gundam, or gun format, of gun in general, Jesus. I assume that, you know, now that they've got that working, that Suletta is able to pilot Aerial, or, yeah, is able to pilot Aerial, the Gundam, without this physical damage. And also the fact that Miorine was able to do it as well, but I'm not sure if he was actually running the Gundam at full power, but oh, whatever. By the way, for Elan, right, he made the dueling committee, or he made the rule of like dueling and shit, but also he's the president of the Benerit group, which has a whole bunch of other groups in there. They're all like technological people. So I guess, you know, after he became what was it called? After he was the, you know, the supervising representative of the cathedral, you know, after he's finished all that, he's just over here like, alright, I'm gonna build a new company, the Benerit Group, and somewhere during this year, he's just grown white, his hair has changed color. Maybe he's just so stressed out. Hopefully, he won't give a shit enough when he finds out that his daughter is now going to be a bride of someone else. He's just gonna be like, whatever, don't waste my time. I don't need to know who's the person who won this, and I don't need to know what sort of mobile suit this person is piloting. I just want the end results. And you can see that's what he says, and then that's also what the two Guel and Miorine said before they started their duel. And so Elan is just a man who wants results, and he just, that one company that was going under 3 consecutive periods in a row, he decided to just boot them from the group and basically bankrupt them. But the guy from Grassley Defense System was just kind of like, well, they have a trajectory of actually going back up, you know? Maybe they're just really having a bad time right now. And Elan's just over here like, I've given them enough chances. All I want are results. I'm not here to play the long game, alright? Even though everybody else is doing fucking great right now. I only want good results. And I've given them 3 chances, and they've just consecutively failed on me, so get them out of here. And so I do wonder if the Grassley Defense System person is, you know, maybe perhaps a little reasonable. We don't know yet, but we only saw a little bit of the pale technology people who look like a bunch of fucking loonies. Who are these people? Why do they look like fucking Kotas out here? But alright. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention was that Suletta's mom sent her to school in order to study and make Mercury a more prosperous planet. Which I wonder, how would you be able to make Mercury a more prosperous planet other than being able to build like air domes and shit that is able to protect you from this immense heat from the sun? It's you guys are so close to the sun, holy shit, the amount of technology you need to just, I mean, then you just live underground. They're just mole people. You can't even look at the sun because you're gonna fucking burn like a vampire. Anyways, going over to the other school members. We have Guel Jaturk, who was the holder with 26 wins, but now he is not the holder anymore with 26 wins and 1 loss. Where you can see that he's quite a jerk, and he obviously is power hungry. From the way that he treats Miorine and all that, you know, he's just like, you're just a trophy wife, that's all you are, that's all you're going to be good for, so just shut the fuck up and be my wife, alright? You know, of course he's gotta be that sort of guy, and he's the son of the guy who owns Jaturk Heavy Machinery, and his father was also about to blow up Dylan, which is fucking fantastic. Although he says, like, his father was like, if I blow him up, the engagement between my son and Miorine is going to be secure. To which I'm kind of confused by that. Like, if Dylan is... Anyways, I'll figure this out later. But I assume Dylan did not get blown up because... Which is kind of funny because technically Suletta saved his life by defeating Guel, despite him being the guy who sent all these other folks to kill all the, to kill her husband, not her husband, her father and all that. But again, I'm not sure if she remembers or even know that it was a whole massacre thing. I'm not sure what Elnora said to her, why they're probably living on Mercury and all that. Anyways, I assume we're going to see Guel again. He's going to be an upset little man. You know, he's gonna probably try and get her into another duel. But is he the sort of guy who will result in underhanded methods, or is he a very prideful man and would rather actually go head to head in a fair match? I don't know, I'm leaning on the other side, but we'll just have to see, consider that his father tried blowing up Dylan, so we'll just have to see. But we were also introduced to Nika Nanaura, who's a second-year mechanics, and she did help Suletta get to her Gundam, so that's currently the only thing in my head for her, other than the fact that she has a very nice coloring underneath her hair, and all I can think of is like, is that genetics? Or did you actually dye it? If it was genetics, how can I get it? Goddamn, dude. Is she a Spatians? Is this what Spatians are? They just get really good genetics? We were also introduced to Shaddiq, who has watched both duels from Guel, and I wonder in that room with him and Elan, and the other two, who I don't think they've gotten a name yet, but I wonder if in that room they're sort of like the student council and all that. They seem impressed by Suletta, so that's nice. I assume maybe they'll try and go and talk to her later on. But Elan, who wasn't very interested in the whole dueling thing with Guel, he got interested after seeing Suletta fucking wreck him with her Gundam, but he does recognize that it is a Gundam, because other people were just kind of like, whoa, what is this mobile suit? What the fuck is it doing? It's literally firing several lasers. A little OP, don't you think? But Elan is the guy who's just over here like, wow, that's a Gundam. So it's I'll be interested to see what's going on over there. But you know, Suletta, she's first day at school. I don't know if she was even attending her first day of school or if she was just going around looking at stuff, because, you know, Nika had gone over and said like, oh, so you're here to observe the drills and all that before before the whole duel thing started, which I felt was a little dangerous considering that they literally just pushed themselves out of the fucking gate. And and Shaddiq is just over here like, no interrupting, guys. Meanwhile, Guel is just over here pushing the fucking mobile suit closer and closer to where the people were, so like, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. I completely forgot where I went with that rambling. Oh yeah, Suletta and her first day at school. Yeah, she's now the holder, which I suppose, you know, if you defeated the current holder, she would get the title of holder, but also she is now the bride of Miorine. And I like that Miorine is just over here like, yeah, well, I guess I'm your bride now, you know, from one person's property to the next. though, I guess in her head, she's like, probably better Suletta than the other fucking guy who came in and destroyed my fucking home. And of course, the screenshot that I saw is of the ending when, you know, she declared that they're now going to be fiancé and all that. So that was literally the only reason. Alright, I've forgotten what I was talking about. I got distracted, so, I'm just going to write it in the description if I didn't finish making my point and if I've forgotten to talk about anything else, so it's all going to be in the description. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.